All right. Everybody I've been talking to in the RC world telling me to go live or record some of my builds I'm working on because I guess they all think I'm building some pretty cool stuff. So this is number one of working on my Bruder Crane truck conversion. Those who haven't seen, got a Bruder Crane truck. Here's the cab and the whole crane assembly here. And I'm slowly converting this over to a full function RC crane truck. So it will have pretty much all of the features of a normal crane truck, but it'll all be remotely functional. So I've already been working this morning. I've got rear drivetrain assembly on, so just doing leaf springs, keeping it simple. This is all pretty much stuff for like WPL, 16th scale, 18th scale, RC cars, a lot of those parts. These are all aluminum, metal gears, metal drive line. So I did those this morning. Got the geometry figured out, some shackles, and I'm just working on the front one now and realized, I should probably go live. So anybody watching this now or watching in the future, that's what I'm working on. I'll try to remember to record more of these. If you guys go on my Facebook and remind me to, that definitely helps. A lot of times I just come out here in my shop and tinker, and I'm really bad about remembering to go live. So this is stuff you guys are interested, let me know. And I have the chat on, so if you guys want to ask questions while I'm working, I will do my best to keep an eye on that. So here we go. And I'll try to keep an eye on the chat and answer questions if I see them pop up. Right now I'm just mounting the front shackles for the front axle. It's kind of cool, the leaf spring separation on the axles, the width apart is about the same as this frame, so it just works out perfect for mounting stuff up. So I bought some little leaf spring kit and it came with these shackles, so I'm using them. They work out pretty good. They're aluminum, they're decently built. So I'll try to keep things in frame for you guys. I'm not a pro at this. I'm just starting out, so any tips are appreciated too. How I can do something better. All right. That's not one of those. Let's see. All right, those mounted. Smooth pieces that way. Okay. I got this back. This is the front bumper. There we go. Thankfully, I mumble a lot while I'm working, so I guess I have to remember to mumble louder so you guys can hear me talk through my process. Go. Yeah, I just recently got into tinkering with these conversions and finding some of these Bruder trucks online, cheap, used, or I've even seen them in Goodwills and thrift stores around where I live. And this crane truck was pretty rad. And a lot of functionality, a lot of moving parts, and saw that and I was like, ooh, I think I can do something with that. And I bought it forever ago. I've been sitting on this build for a while. I have some other builds I'll probably try to remember to post videos of. Really cool one I did recently was a Borderlands buggy, and I got the first version of that built, and I'll be building another one here soon for a friend of mine, Mr. Nick Barber, RC Jesus. And I got a couple other builds too, a three-wheeler ATC kind of build I'm working on. I'll probably put some videos up of that, and some really cool gyro cycles that I'm kind of doing, fully designed 3D built or 3D printed builds. Lots of cool stuff coming up. So if you guys are interested in that, keep an eye out. I will be posting more stuff. So. In the meantime, though, we'll start with this Bruder truck, and I'm also really known for jumping around between projects. So don't be surprised if you see the Bruder truck for a while, then all of a sudden I switch over to something else. That's kind of my thing. Oops, that's cool. In case you're wondering why I keep running over behind me, that's where I have all my hardware. And just keeps it cleaner over there. And just grab what I need and come back. Oh, 2 mil lock nuts. I find these to be hard to find sometimes, and way more expensive than they should be lots of times. Needed with builds like this. And stuff rotating. All right, got shackles on. And my rear one's down there. Yeah, good. All right. Let's see. Let those float a little. Okay, I'll put them right there. That'll work. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that'll work. Lots of cutting off of the mounting stuff for the old bodies. So in case you guys are wondering, I'm using, this is a little saw that goes into an X-Acto. I need to buy some more. Mine are getting pretty bent. But when working with these kind of rigs and conversions, takes a little more time, a little more effort to cut through with this, but instead of using like a Dremel or something faster, this doesn't melt the plastic down, which is a big deal with these builds. You get in with the Dremel and a cutting disc, and you just end up with a big mess that you have to clean up. This little stuff just makes pretty decently quick work of this plastic. It makes really nice smooth cuts. So it's a little more work. Well, actually, I think probably less work in the long run because you don't have a lot of the cleanup. I still have to sometimes come with like my Dremel with my wheel on it just to smooth it out and flatten it out. But a lot of times, if I take my time and I have a blade that's not bent to hell, I can get pretty darn flush cuts and not have to hit it with the Dremel. So, definitely need to order some blades though. My blades are really bent. Come out from this way. Anytime I'm working on a hard body, hard plastic, I want to cut out like open, or I'm cutting up a body to extend it or shorten it or whatever I'm doing. This definitely works so much better. I'll see if I can show you guys here. You see, it just makes a nice, clean, smooth cut. I mean, it's a little bumpy, but it just works so good. And these are old tabs for, so it used to have this. This was the mount here, these tabs, and it just had a solid, let's see, solid axle and wheels, kind of like this, that just floated in there. So I'm just cutting off the tabs that this mounted to, in case anybody's wondering. They're definitely not necessary anymore. And if I really wanted to get scale with it, I'd probably cut off all the rest of them, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it's going to be. I think a lot of them will not be visible. They'll be hidden behind wheels and tires. It's just, oh, there it goes. I get too ambitious. I'm going to slow down. Oh yeah, almost there. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys want to watch this stuff or not, or bits and pieces. I know sometimes I like watching build videos. I get ideas from them. Don't always watch the whole thing, just go through. Yeah, see, my blade was bent on that one because I tweaked it, so I'll have to clean that cut up just a touch. Just... There we go. That'll touch. Get where I want to for my holes here, like so. And I'll line up my shackle right where I wanted it, right? No, it's not where I wanted it. I drilled my own butt. Oh well. Extra hole. Add lightness. Okay, so I gotta cut off these back brackets too. There we go. Get rid of them anyway. Straighten my blade out. There we go. I really need to order some of these blades. Yeah. Maybe one or two left. What's funny is I don't really dole out. I just bend them so badly. I can't use them anymore. I have to get new ones. There we go. And a little touch up. And the other one. Do. Nope. Oh, that one curved. Oh well. Oh, that one up to touch. Oh, cool. Nice little email stream today. So always nice. Oh. Try to check them. All right, so we want it right there. There we go. Had myself lined up on the wrong spot. That. So we'll drill a hole through there. Smaller one for the screw. There we go. And let's see. I need these little guys. Ooh, how'd you get in there? Five hours too. Here it is. All right. There we go. Over. Ooh, I'm gonna get to that one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. We have a screw or a nut. Excuse me. The nut. Now I need the screw. Ah. Oh. There we go. Your pliers. Where are they? Yeah, I'm just getting these all fitted for now. Like these ones, I'm not using the lock nuts because they're not going to rotate. They're going to be stationary. But I will come back and Loctite them once I know I have them exactly where I want them. So any of you guys out there watching, a lot of the rotational parts, like in the springs and the shackles that move, I'm using lock nuts. But then, and a lot of the stuff that's not moving, I'll use regular nuts, but then just Loctite them because they're not going to rotate or anything. They'll be stationary. There'll be some vibration, but a regular nut with Loctite should be plenty. All right. I don't remember to keep my working frame here, but it's a long chassis, so sometimes I'm working on different parts of it. Trying to use different points on the chassis for lining things up and keeping them same distance apart, everything symmetrical. So otherwise, you guys see me with my micrometer, it's right here, but because of all the different points on the chassis, it's not too bad to use those as my reference points and keep things lined up the same distance apart. Clean up here, plastic in the way. Now, nothing good. Horizon trying to sell me stuff. Okay. All right. Rear shackle in place. boring stuff. Now we get to do the fun stuff. Mount the shackle. There's one. Oop. Get in there. And two. There we go. To figure out the steering on this is going to be interesting. I had to run the cross linkage bar under the leaf springs, but then the steering rod is above them. I'm thinking I might flip the steering rod. Oh no, because then I don't know. Might flip the steering rod to the back, but then I might get in the way of the drive line. Oh no, I might. At full lock it will. I don't know. So let's figure out where to put the servo. That's my aim right now. Right now it steers nice, and I don't need a ton of travel. But all I've got left up here is the bumper. Oh, we'll have to get creative with the steering mount there. Or servo mount for the steering. That's the do still. Let's get all the axles mounted and go from there. That rotates. Oop, 3D print's done. Grab that here momentarily. Right now I'm 3D printing adapters to make this a dually in the rear. So it's a 6x6, except it's got dualies in the rear. So this thing's got enough weight that I need to have. It actually really does need the dually tires in the back. These tires I got are pretty soft, and I had a single axle back there with just 2 tires earlier while I was working on this, and just to line things up, and it really squatted it down. So, all right, everything's spinning the right way. Cool. Got my dually adapter to go grab off the 3D printer. Fire up another one. 2 more of those. Yeah, so my dually spacer, what I did here is these guys mount on the hex hub there. So I made this piece. This goes through the bolt to bolt it on the axles in there. And what I'm going to do is just glue this adapter to the next wheel. You can still get through to the screw through the hole to bolt it on. There we go. So these will be not permanently mounted because this one will come off and go on, but this adapter will be pretty much permanently glued to this wheel. So they're relatively cheap, so it's not a huge deal if I mess them up, but should give it a try now actually. So start mounting these up and make sure I got them in the right spot. Using some black CA glue, tire glue basically. Always like this stuff. It's pretty much will glue anything together. A little bit of kicker because I'm lazy and don't like to wait. Let that dry. Oh, ooh, I can't remember what size bolt to use there. I'll have to figure that out. So, yeah, just doing that part now. Get everything mounted. I'm going to have to make on the front. So as a dually, it fits perfect width-wise, but on the front, the wheels don't have a different offset. They're all the same wheels and tires. So I'm going to have to make some kind of extension or spacer for the front tires to get them out wide enough that they'll work right. Those of you who don't 3D print, actually, while you're just watching, I was taking the supports out of here. So if you guys don't do any 3D printing, I had to print this and this on the print bed. And because this is raised here, can't print in midair. So there's what's called supports in there, and that's what I was ripping out. So those of you that don't 3D print, those of you that do, you know exactly what I was doing. So find the bolt I need for this. Which one does what I need it to do? Okay. Ooh. See if that looks right. All right, we'll mic that. It's got about 10. Oh, yeah, that one. Yep, that's the one. Oh, lots of those. Yeah. Oop. Oop you into there, and then you're captured. Cool. Next. Let me make sure I can actually bolt these on. Yeah, let's do that. See how that looks. There. Oh yeah, perfect. Nice and tight, stuck together. I like it. Nope, there we go. Accelerator. Sit. Nope. All the things. All right. All right. Okay, first one down. Do the next one. Zoom in. Ah, I'm in the right spot. 1.5, is it? Oh, it is a 1.5. Good morning. Oops. I made a boo-boo. See if I can fix it. Nope. Damn. Okay. Grabbed the wrong set of screw. I forgot those are 2.5. Ooh. 2.5 and not 2s. Not bad. But just drill that hole out a little and grab the right thing. Is that? No, you're 16. Okay. So, right length, wrong diameter. Okay, so let's shove that in there then. Thought that felt a little light. Like it was sitting in there, right? There we go. Doing custom stuff like this, you forget what you did. Get ahead of yourself. Okay. There we go. Oop. Happy silence. Yay, another set of abilities. How that's going to look. Oh, yeah. That will work. No little suspension in it still. So, yeah. That will work. Have to raise those up more, though. Yeah. All right. There's that. Now all I have to do is still have to mount the trans in here somewhere. I think it'll end up there. And do that, I can actually get the front drive line hooked up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm looking at now, guys. Sorry, working myself over here. So funny enough, just like the axles, the width between these two mounts on the transmission is pretty much identical to the rails here to mount into. So it gives me a great way to mount the motor. Lots of cutting to do here, though, to get through there. I remember what is right there. So let's do the chassis. Is that the... Okay, so that's the cab, and it locates in there. So I have to a little bit of room. Oh yeah, lots of room. Yeah, make that work. So I'm actually thinking about, because this is going to require so much cutting, getting my mold. No, let's see. I want to put myself through this or not. Oh man, that's not going to be much fun with a hand tool. Little stuff I don't mind cutting with this saw, but sometimes the big stuff just actively. Yeah, I might have to get my multi-tool for this one. I like doing stuff by hand. Well, let's see. I don't know. I might put the bulk of it with this saw. All right. It's actually not too bad once it gets started. It's a lot of cutting, but it's really thin, so it's not too bad. Oh, let's see here. Cut this out. That's in the way. So this I'll cut down first. Yeah. Lots of cutting to do on this conversion. Just cut out a lot of the stock molded details because you're replacing the. Ooh, damn it! I bet that good that time. Stock detail stuff with real stuff. So like they've molded in a transmission pan here or something thereof, and I'm going to be putting the motor and chans right in that spot. So with these conversions, you find yourself doing a lot of that, especially if you're trying to go scale, is cutting out stock molded parts and replacing it with functional stuff. So not the most exciting thing to watch, I'm sure, but everybody kept asking, and here we are. I'm just doing what I'd be doing anyway, except the camera's running, so why not? Some of you guys watch this and learn something, great. You just watch it while you're drinking a beer after work, great too. Whatever you guys want to do. Oh, all right. More cutting. Not sure if X-Acto or this blade works better for the start. Oh. Oh, there we go. Ow. Set my blade again. Maybe level it enough to roll. There we go. Cool. All right. Sorry, guys, this is not the most fun part of the build, watching me cut through plastic. But put my build in there. I'm just cutting out for the transmission right now. Whew. Well, let's get that into there. Okay, there we go. And I want to cut that. I'll just go to the front. All right. There. Oh, I really need a new blade. Or lazy to go get my multi-tool. Either way. Cut from here now. Whew. Well, get through it now. Drink break. All right. All right. Getting there. Huh. There we go. Whew. Wears out the hands running this little stuff. Whew. All right. Just cutting out where the transmission's going to go. Not the most exciting part of the build. Anybody sticking around to watch? Great. Feel free to ask questions. you have no idea what a Bruder RC is or Bruder or RC cars are, feel free to ask. Oh. But if you clicked on the link, you probably know what you're looking at. So. All right. Little by little, bit by bit. That's where am I on that one? Just need to cut that one out. Ooh, what's the bearing? Oh, I see. Line it up. It's not good. Oy. All right. Whew. Using this little saw is great, but man. Oh. Oh, I really need new ones. Ooh, it's got a gnarly bend in it now. A little kink. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do that. Oh, switch hands. Oh, shit. Oh, I bent it good that time. I don't know if it's going to survive that one. Let's see. Oh, man. I got all kinds of stuff in it. Hey, keep going. See if it keeps going. You bend it so many times that it just bends so easy. Yeah, it's getting to that point. That sucks. I don't think I have another one of these. Oh, man. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This one might be done. I got one more of these style blades, which isn't the best blade for this job, but it works. I can get through this last cut. Nice. Ooh. Oh, come on. A little bit more. Oh, no, that one's it's dead. I killed it. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, that one's pretty messed up. I think I got one of these ones here. That one's pretty mangled too, though. Let's see. Straight. Okay. Okay. I got two blades left. Really stinky. let's see how this one goes. These usually bend quick, but it's kind of a straight blade. Very thin. They're really easy to. Well, all right, so that is there. There we go. Should start popping out now. Exacto in here. Some score marks. Oh, come on. There we go. So close. Okay. That'll be enough. Yeah. Press up with it now. Need to do more. It's got corners in it that are. There we go. There's little corners between the cuts. Can't really get the saw in there, but I think if I push hard enough with the X-Acto, it'll just slice right through it. Right. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, come on. Behave. All right. There we go. Break the tip off. Yeah, that corner's done. Blade out. One more corner. Have that part out. I'm just going to clean it up and then I mount the chains. Hopefully. I think it'll fit in there pretty good. There we go. Ta-da! And we have a nice hole there. Oop. I'm just going to take the Dremel in there now and clean it up a little. Such a wonderful thing. All right. Those little saws really do a clean job. Just a little bit of Dremel, a couple of lips sticking up, and we're good to go. All right, let's see how. Ooh. Scatter my screws. I think we've all done that before. Not on purpose, hopefully. Well, maybe. Not frustration. All right, let's get this apart. See how it fits. It'll just slip right in, drill a couple holes. I'll have to get these tanks out of the way. They're held in with little. Bruder uses, if anybody's worked on Bruder, they have little clips to hold everything together, but they don't really make them to come out. You got to be mean to them. I've definitely broken a few, but it's nice if you can save them, because then you can take stuff apart and get to it without having to mount it permanently or with screws or body clips or magnets or your preferred method of mounting. Okay, so it will work. There's a little bit of a gap, no biggie. The spacer can't fix. But I'm going to have to cut out for the motor. If I mount it right there, will this be long enough? Yes. Cool. So now I just got to, how far do I have to mount for the motor? What's in the way? Not much. Okay, so put it right there. mark here. Don't worry about the motor lap. Okay. And just what you guys want to watch. More cutting. Just what my hand wants too. Okay, so that's not too bad. That'll be an easier cut than the last one. Let's be right about there. Which is also right about there. Okay. All marked up. Okay. So that's good. Ooh, man. This one's cranky. Oh, and bent it already. Damn it. This one's super thin. Can't push down very hard on this one, especially in the thicker parts of the plastic. Oh, I want to cheat so bad on this and get my multi-tool. I don't know. I might give up here in a minute. So I said last time though when I finished it, so we'll see. Ooh, come on. Just gotta get through this corner. Way easier. Okay, yep. Sweet. Get it down in there. Yep. Oh, don't bend. Don't you dare bend. Oh, bastard. Oh, thought I had it. Then I bent it. Damn it. Love these little saws, but found the right blade. It's a pain in the butt. I'll try to go back to my old, thicker blade. It's bent up pretty good, but it's thicker, so hopefully it won't bend. It's easier, even though it's been bent a bunch. Oh man, yeah. Oh, there it goes. Yay. Oop, don't you do it. Don't you bend. Oh. All right, so I've cut for the trans, and I'm cutting for the motor. And then I got the front drive line will work. These two will work, and I have to make a drive line from here to here. So that's going to be the trickier part. I've got parts 3D printing for the dually conversion, so I got these two done. I'm going to do the back two. It's very real smooth. I'm still going to have to take this all apart, Loctite stuff. I'm pretty sure, well, no, I did open these up. These do have grease in them already, so these are well lubed. Shouldn't have to do anything there. So, yep. Little by little, hopefully have a drivetrain. I don't know if I'll have steering, but I'll have a drivetrain by the end of the day, with any luck. Oh, all the boring cutting of the plastics. So excited. Those of you just joining, I'm doing the first part of my Bruder conversion, doing the drivetrain stuff. So I've got a lot of parts that have come in, most stuff here now to get this done. So I got the leaf springs, axles, drive lines, wheels, tires, some of that stuff. Yeah. So this will be a 6x6 when I'm done. Dualies in the rear, singles in the front. I'm gonna have to design some spacers for the front to get them far enough out. Otherwise, they'll be too inboard because they didn't make different offset wheels to match the width of the dualies. So a little bit of 3D printing design work. Might go live on my Fusion stuff when I'm doing the 3D design part. I don't know if that's something you guys think is cool or not. Some guys have expressed interest in watching me do my Fusion 3D design work for my 3D printed parts. We'll see how it goes and if I remember to do it, because this is new. So like I said, this is new to me. I do this stuff. Usually I just put on some music, do my thing, and do my builds. But as I said, a few people asking me to go live when I'm doing builds because they're curious on how I do my work. Figure what the heck, why not? Doing it anyway. Usually talk to myself anyway. So, hey, there we go. That's there. Man. Oh, that's a plastic to cut through. Ah, no, don't bend. You're a brand new blade. Please don't bend. Okay. All right. Those of you guys coming back and watching this after the live, thank you. I figured doing a live is easier than like recording it and editing it, blah, 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 blah. I mean, who knows, if some part you guys might want to see of this that I might cut out editing or fast forward or time lapse through something that you want to see. Figured, no, just go live. If people want to jump on and watch while I'm doing it, great. If not, they can watch it later. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see some bloopers like bending the snot out of my blade again? It's a very recurring theme, I'm sure, during this process or during this video is me cursing these blades. I get overzealous and I'm the one that ends up causing the problem because I'm not being patient. Push too hard, tweak a blade. All right, let's see. Here we go. Condense that. Maybe not. Yeah. Sorry if you guys can't see this part. I'll hold it in a weird angle to get cut down. Oh, this is where the multi-tool. Really don't want to use it. I really want to use it. Such a dilemma. Ah. Whew. Let's see, almost there. Yeah, there we go. Little by little. Oh, clearing my hands out. Switching hands. Sorry if you guys can't see much. It's not really a lot going on, just cutting through the chassis. So I can get that motor part mounted, as you have seen from the beginning here. Just clearancing for that motor. Sorry if you guys can't see that, darn it. Oop, am I at here? Oh, yeah. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Okay. Whew. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Whew. Hey, there we go. So close. That is way off. That's not cool. To fix that. Whew. Yeah, so if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. If it's live, I mean, obviously, if you're watching this later, you can still ask questions. Just throw them up on my Facebook, or I think you can still type into here comments after I do live, I hope. So I'm new to this, so. Points. Anything you think I can do better? I'm sure a lot of people talk about camera angles, because I am not getting a lot in my shots here. I'm sure you'd like to see more, but it's hard to have my face and the camera in the same spot at the same time. I gotta be able to do in here on some of these cuts, and can't fit me and the camera in there at the same time. So, doing my best, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Seen a couple people pop in and out of here. I think the biggest thing with some of these conversions, at least that I've talked to people about, especially these Bruders, because they can be kind of expensive, is don't be afraid to cut it. That's easy for me to say because I can 3D print parts and replace stuff if I cut something I actually didn't mean to cut. But when you get into these, the biggest thing is just to figure out where you need to do something and do it and line it up. Sometimes I get really precise with my micrometer and measure my cuts out exactly first, and some of that. But most of the time, I'm just eyeballing. Like if you've been watching this one, you've probably seen me pull my micrometer out a couple times. But a lot of it too is just eyeballing it and diving in. And then I always come back. I always cut a little less than I need to sometimes a little more depending on what I'm cutting, and I can always come back and massage it if it's too small, bigger, etc. Dial it in. It's not quite straight. Like I got a cut going right now that's far from perfect, but it'll work. I mean, it was a little too small. I had to widen it up. Nice thing about cutting not enough is you can always come back. Yep, there we go. You can always come back and cut more. But if you cut too much at the beginning, there's ways to fix that too, but definitely harder to do that. So that's where it comes into like molding new pieces, 3D printing, doing some gluing, some putty work, possibly, making it look right again. All right, so now I've got a spot here. You guys can see, cut out for the fans, cut out for the motor. So now, a couple of holes and some spacers, and we should have transmission mounted. Let's see. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Oh yeah, that'll work great. Maybe, yeah, it should work good. I'll have the clearance up here for that drive line. More cutting. Da. This whole video is going to sound like a saw blade going the whole time. Oh. So a lot of what these conversions are, though. Cut, make parts, 3D print parts, put them in place, drill holes, rinse, repeat. Tell you where you want it to be. So, while it's not exciting, it is what it looks like. All right. looks good. Doesn't sit too far in here. It's in there ways. Might have to cut some body out of the bottom out of the chaps cam, but that's no big deal. Okay, so let's pop these. These are always a pain in the butt. I've not found an easy way. Well, I kind of found a somewhat easy way to pop these Bruder tabs. They're definitely tricky. So the double clip, you got to do it just the right way without damaging it. If you want to use it again, it'll give you a ton of room to flex it out. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Guess I am getting kind of good at it. Have a little flathead screwdriver that works pretty good at getting in there and pushing the tab without breaking them. Oh, ooh, and I broke one. Bound to happen. Those will go back on eventually. Alright, now I can get to where I need to drill holes though. So let's see. I'm gonna get super precise with this. Just go for it. I'm gonna have to make some kind of spacer there. More 3D. Excuse me. More 3D printing parts. Where's my mic? All right. 0 out. We're 54.75. Yeah. 54.75. Okay. Got my paper here. So 54.75. What's this? 52. So I need 1.25, right? No. 75, that's 4.25, so 1.425? 1.475. No. Ah, I'm not mathing right now. That's a 1.4 something. Take away 2 divided by 2. Oh, 3. 3. Oh, yeah. Because it's going to carry. Okay. 1.375. So, in case what you guys are wondering, I measured the inside diameter of the frame for the width of the transmission. They're 2.75 millimeter difference. And I need to make a shim, but I want it centered, so I'm going to divide that by 2. So now I'm going to make a 1.375 shim for each side of this. I'll probably round up to 1.4 mil. And then put this back. So it'll have a shim on each side of this guy. So 1.4, 1.4. So that'll put it perfectly centered and take up the little extra space that it has. So if you guys see on the video here, oh, you can't see nothing because you guys can see it's got a little bit of wiggle there. Not much. So, I mean, it's literally, yeah, slightly less than 3 millimeter total wiggle space in there. So, might still drill the holes anyway. I'll leave that up so I don't forget. Loop fusion. Okay, So I can still drill the holes and get things lined up here. Mark that one. Okay. For my pilots. Yep. So I'm just drilling larger holes through the outside of the chassis just so I can get the screws and tools through to get to the inner rail. Okay, I'll probably let's mark those out now. Those are 3 mils. So I can go up a bit. Okay. Those are on center. They're 4 mil down. Slightly lower than that. Okay. That should be that one. Let's see how that looks. There's there. Okay. See what I think's of that one. Okay. Oh yeah. Perfect. There we go. Get that mocked up. So that's how that'll sit in there. Except it'll have spacers, so it'll be centered. How does that front driveline look now? Okay. Oh, just barely doesn't reach. Damn. So how can I fix that? Oh, that's because that's, oh, never mind. That's in a weird spot. So that comes out, that goes there. Oh, still so close. I think I can move that forward just a smidge. Not a ton, but enough that it'll work. Okay, cool. It'll work. I'm just going to move that forward a little. All right. Speed. Trains aside. Get that screw away. And I move those forward about 2 mil. It'll be good. Yay. Okay. So move that up a little. I can cut out for that. So we want to be. Oh, I don't want to do that. Reach out the pilot holes. That's okay. Make those bigger. All the things that they go out. I'm going to cut out this outer rail. Ah. I know. Oh man. Damn it. There we go. right. Oop. Too many tools on the bench. Snap it there. Snap it there. I'll come back and clean that up. Exactly. Yep. Nice and clean. So I'm just cutting out an area here so I can get to the screws on the inside. I'm moving it forward good 2 or 3 mil so that it'll have just enough clearance for the driveway. Let's see how that looks. No biggie. That extra little shaft sticking up there. We'll have plenty of room. It's going to make the rear drive line really long though, which is okay. I could get froggy and do a 2-piece drive line, make it a little more scale. I'll have to look. I don't know if something like this would have a 2-piece or just one, probably 2-piece rear drive line. Probably 3D print something with some bearings in it and the shaft, and do a supported 2-piece. Look kind of cool. You guys have to tell me what you think. Supported 2-piece drive line or a single. Single's way easier, that's for sure. But the supported 2-piece would look cooler. Still pretty early in the build though, so. But not too far away from having to do that drive line. So worth thinking about, that's for sure. Flip this around, go this way. Too terribly far down on this. Just snap it out. Clean up the vector. Nope. Alright, how does that look? Oh yeah, way better. Way better. Fusions? Yep, Fusion's open. Uh-oh, what's it complaining about? Oh, tomorrow downtime. Okay. Not affecting me now. Ooh, tight. There we go. How's that look now? Oh, way better. Way better. That'll actually work. Sweet. Let that move forward. It's extended, but it'll work. She was right like there. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's got to go up still. So if I put you right on the edge. Right on the edge. 1.5. Oh, you bastard. Where do you end up? Oh, just not quite. Oh, I gotta grind that down. That's no biggie. It's there. Okay. It'll work. Sweet. All right, almost there. So I'm gonna drill hole for that. Drill hole for that. What part are they? There. Yep, there it is. Ooh. That spacer will get it down there. Yep. All right. Good. Spacers won't take long to print. Get that mounted. Right on. Clean that up a little bit. Exacto. Nope. All right. Closer and closer. Got a friend to go get off the bed. Yep. And back. One more of those. Fire this printer up. Need my spacers in there. All right. Okay. I've kind of been multitasking here for you guys who are just joining. I've got the rear axles mounted, front axles mounted, on leaf springs. Still need to adjust them. Working on the trans right now, and also 3D printing some parts to do my dualies in the back. So I've got these little wheels here, and I've just made this adapter. Oop, gotta clean this one up still. Supports in it still. Made this adapter though to turn these into dualies. So this glues in the one wheel and then allows you to bolt them all together and make it a proper dually. So far it's worked pretty well. Nice little adapter. I'm about to do something similar on the front wheels and tires because the offset will be wrong. But yeah, it goes in there. This guy goes in there. Gotta remember to work farther away from myself so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'll glue in there, and that guy goes through there, and we get a dually. So it only permanently attaches to one wheel. The other one can be exchanged out, but it's all right. These aren't too terribly expensive to buy, so if something changes and I need to use them on something else or use them differently, won't be a huge deal. A little bit of black CA and some accelerator. Let that dry. Bolt up our next set. I'm excited to see this thing moving under RC power. Pretty awesome. It's been sitting in my garage for a long time. Finally getting to it. Like a lot of my projects, I work on multiple at once, so you might see this one on my live for a little bit. Then I'll switch over to different. Lots of other projects going. This one's not been super exciting today. I've been mostly just cutting plastic chassis parts and drilling and mounting stuff up. But as some people requested, they wanted to see this stuff, so here I am. All right, another set of dualies. There they go. One more to print, and I'll have a full set of axles in the rear. Sweet. Nice. On leaf springs, aluminum housings, foam filled rubber tires. Woo. Little by little. So you got my D10 cat dozer I'm working on conversion on too. That was a new bright. Picked it up. It's one of the old wired remote controlled dozers, but it's not very scale, not built very scale. I'm putting a lot of these actuators here, electric actuators, so these extend out, come back in. Using those on the dozer. Got a bunch on this guy. This will have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different actuators on it in different lengths. I have electromagnets to pick up the weights. Different winches for the lift system for the crane. So those of you guys just joining, this is the upper unit of the chassis. So this has a full working arms that come out for support. So those all function with radio control. The crane house will rotate on our RC. Hoping to pick up the weight back here. You can barely see in the camera there. This will be switched out for a winch servo or a full-blown like Warren winch style RC scale winch. So not a lot of room here, but yep. So all of that will be functioning in RC when I'm done. And, my workbench a little bit here. Okay. All right. I don't know if I can switch to a share screen here so you guys can see. Yeah. So I gotta make it's 1.4. Share my screen with you guys. There we go. So we're here in Fusion. I have to design something really quick, super simple. I'm just going to be taking and making a shim for this guy. So I'm going to measure my width. It's 21.5 by 8. So first thing I'll do here is create a sketch. I'm going to look down on it and sketch a center rectangle. And once again, that was 21.5 by 8. So 21.5 by 8. Okay, so this is that guy. And then I need to put 3.5 mil holes that are 11 mil. Let me see. Put this micrometer on here. Looks like a little more than 11. No, 11 millimeters apart. So sketch center diameter circle. Drag it on that line. I want a 3.2. I always like to have a little wiggle room if it's not something I'm tapping into, especially if I'm trying to get exact distances. So I'm going to take this 21.5 here and let's see, 21.5. Those are 11 apart. 11 divided by 2, so 5.25 is the distance from here to here. So I do those both at 5.25. I should have 11 mil. Yep, right there. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to extrude this out now. I need it to be 1.4 millimeter thick. And there we go. We got our little shim I need to make. So pretty simple stuff in Fusion, but if you guys haven't seen Fusion work before, that's how we do it. And I would typically kind of fill it around the edges here, but this is going to not be seen. So I'll probably just leave them sharp. And I got to print 2 of these, so I'm going to 3D print. I have a folder I'm saving all this in. So I'm going to go here. It's going to be trans. Save that. There we go. Perfect. All right, and that's pretty much it for me. And I just got to go print them. And those are just going to center. Put this back on the screen here. So that is just going to give us the fill in a little bit of gap here on this and center that for us. So it'll be mounted in there perfectly. And then just make drive lines, wait for that other part for the last dually. Then I have to 3D print these front pieces. Oops, let me put that bearing back. 3D print these front pieces, design and 3D print. The front shims for this. So these are going to have to, these here obviously be too far in. So I'm going to have to 3D bring that guy out so he's in the right spot and offset wise. Shouldn't be too bad. I'll figure out how I want to do it. If I want to do something that glues into this rim and then screws on, or make it something that's double screwed. We'll see how it goes. It's hard because spacing. I have to use the same size screw either way. So I'll think about that one still. Not sure. I'll get that out of the way. All right. Shouldn't take too long to 3D print these little guys here. Very basic little shim. Just a few minutes. That. Too long. Ooh, I should probably do those there so there's more layers. Okay. Oop, whole total of 10 minutes. Nope, 6 minutes. Easy stuff. Okay. All right. Get that printed. Get the trans mounted. Sorry, guys, kind of in a waiting pattern now. I've got parts printing now that are slowing us down. Maybe I'll do some more fusion work for you guys on the front shims or the front wheel spacers to get my wheels at the right distance. Maybe I'll do that. Get this print started and come right back. Okay. Yeah, maybe we could do that. So let's see here. So basically just need to out the exact width of one tire. So if I mount it, we're at about 25 millimeters. So this needs to come out 25 mil to be at the width that I need. I'm going to check that though because the front cab right here, we'll just lightly set the front cab on. Let's see where it ends up. If we go there, I just add another wheel. Oof. It works, but it limits. That front bumper is limiting my steering, so I'll have to hack that bumper back a touch. It's no big deal. So give me full steering. Matter of fact, I think that bumper will pull right out. So I have it loose. Oh yeah. Maybe not. Swipe. There it goes. Oop. And that's go. Where'd you go? Yeah, back. Okay. Cab back on. Okay. So if that's there, cab will sit down a lot more. than it is now. It's not clipped in. It's in the wheel well. So yeah, that'll work. Maybe a little less, 25. About 10, yeah, 10 mils. So I can go 15 mil out. That'll look really good. So cab off. I'll mess with that later, but I'll leave it. Okay. So I need to go 15 mil out from where it is now. Now that's 2.5. That depth is 5.5, so 8 mil to the rim. Ow. So 8 mil to there. Use the push out. Another 15. 15 millimeter from there. So then, well, 15 mil from there, right? Yeah, because that's I'll measure there. So it's 15 mil from there, which is already, which is 5, 2, so 8, or 8.5 on that. So that's already 8.5 deep. So I measure off there. 15. I build off there. Okay. All kinds of things to think about. Just measuring the inside of the wheel now. So that's about 29.75. All right. I'll share my screen again with you guys. All right. So I'm going to come in here. Sketch, center, number, circle. Oops. Sketch, center. What are you doing? Nope. Sketch, center, number, circle. 25.75. So that's the diameter of the inside of the wheel. Sorry. All right. So I'll do that, and then I'll measure the outside of this part, which is, I've been here before, 36.25. So 36.25. So that gives us that rim. Wait, that doesn't match up. 36. That does not match up. What am I doing wrong here? Zeroed. Oh, where did I mess that up? It should be 30. Huh. Well, that's actually 30. Now it's better. I don't know what I did there. I got that measurement off. The rim worked. 30 there. 30 there. Okay. I might make it a touch smaller just to play with that. Yeah, 20. Oh, that's probably what I did. With 25, I'm going to do 29.75. There we go. Okay. So there's all that. So now I want it to go down in 2.5, so I'll go down 2.5 mil in. Actually, a bit deeper than that. Yeah, I'll deeper than that. So back here, down to the webbing, which is 6 actually. 60 from that. Oh, wait, no. That's the outer rim. I need to go. Oh, okay. So that has to be 15? No. That would be. No, that will be the 15. Because I'm going to mount. Oh, yeah. It come off of there. There. Oh, what's a measuring? It's 8. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm already at my 8.5 depths. Or 15. Ugh. Okay. 9. Lots of math here. At that point, it needs to be out 15 mils from where it is. So what I'm going to do here matters for that. So, okay. Boy, lots to think about. So let's go 5 on that. Okay. Up to the back. Okay. Sketch. Here, sketch. To there. And then 9. 4 mils thick would be 8. So it's just a 20. Okay. And that's going to go down 6. Okay, so then that needs to come up 3. No, let's just screw it up to there. There we go. Yep. Those can join. There we go. Okay. So that'll sit in there now. Let's stick up to there. 5. Okay. Whew. 8.5, and that is 5. So let's see, I'm on this side again. So this is sketch, calling, inscribed, 5. 15. That's ridiculously too much. 12. Yeah, that'll work. Now we're going to come out 8.5. That's going to give us the hub. this solid? Yes, it could be. Oh no, I don't. I want to put that. So this is going to be. How big is that? No, not that one. It's going to need to be 5 mil. Let's go. So, wait, that doesn't make sense. Because then, yeah, I need some body to it. Which will um, 2.6. Right? Yeah, so those are 2.5. 6. So Q in there. Come up with 4. Yeah. Oh, wait. Q. And, ah, okay. So Q like that. I'm going to come up 4. There we go. That makes that look after. And then we want to sketch the circle 255. Q up to there. There we go. That'll work good. That's our flow adapter. Float that is. Here, just a touch. And I can't float there. It has to be smooth. That goes in there. All right. There we go. So, anybody's watching this still, what I've done here is this piece I've printed is going to slide into the inner side of this rim and glue in. And then on this side, and then the screw will go into here and be captured. And this will then slide over the existing spot and push us out. Should be 15 mil. I'm going to check that. I need this to push out 15 mil. So if I did this even somewhat right, I'm going to check my math. I want that to come there. So that's about let's see. That's 10 plus 12.5 to there. So I'm losing 12.5 to here. Oh, the math hurt my head. So 12.5 to here. That's like this one. So I need the that is 6. There to there. That's 6 deep. And that is the same as there. So that means it's literally 6 mil. So that's here. So that's going to make it, well, 12 and a half. Is that enough? No. There was 3 more. Okay, so I got to vary this here to 2. And I need to do this, another 3, and this, another 3. Oop, no. Let's get you first. Thank you. Another 3. There we go. Now our distances should be better. So now this should be 9. It's still 6. Why is it still 6? Oh, because this isn't flush anymore. Okay. That makes sense. That's fine. Okay. And I can bring this back up to here, which should be 3 exactly. There we go. Yay. Okay. That works. And then I'm going to delete that fillet and make it bigger. That needs to be strong. Okay, I might do more than that. 6. Oh, 2. There we go. That should be it. That should be about 8.5. Yep, 8.5. Cool. Yay. 3 and that. Front. Wheel. Oop. Space. Okay. Let's see if that too. Bruder. Front. Spacer. Cool. Alright guys, sorry I hope that was exciting for some of you. Just designing the front spacer I need for my wheels so that they sit the right distance on right offset out to match the dualies in the back. Ta-da! Lots of me chewing on math there and just figuring out how I want to do it. All right. Gosh, I've been at this 2 hours. Whew. We have some spacers here, and one more for the dual. All right. So in all that ruckus, spacers here. So nothing fancy. You can see they're just a little spacer to offset this just enough that it'll be centered with no slop. We're going to mount that up now. I'm just going to push these through just a little so the spacer can sit on them. And I can drop the trans in place. I was wondering about that. Cut them down on one side just a bit. Clear angle in the chassis. No biggie. Like earlier in this video, it's better to have too much material than not enough. There we go. And then we got to cut out drop these guys. Ultimately, I'm going to be cutting this out, but I'm drilling the holes just to make my life easier, so I don't have to do as much cutting. There we go. And I'll take my blade and cut this guy open. And get to what I need to get to. Oop. There we go. Clean that up. Carving. Roll that down. Cool. Okay, and then my holes drill them. More. Okay. Get my spacers in there. Let's start threading this guy now. Yeah, those of you guys watching after the live, please feel free to fast forward through the boring stuff. You will not offend me. I know a lot of this stuff isn't the most exciting, so I just appreciate you guys checking out my stuff and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Let's see, I got that lined up. I did. What's being painted on? Oh, that's why. It's okay. Do some more trimming. Just keep trimming. Just keep trimming. Always. At that 2 hour mark, I don't know if I should keep going until I have all this done or call it there. Mostly just waiting on 3D prints right now. But I think everybody watching this kind of gets the idea of what I'm doing at this point, I would hope. Ooh, this is a mess. Huh. Oh, I'm not quite on there. That's good. Plastic jammed up in there. That makes sense. Alright. A screw, hopefully, for the transmission mount. Ah, this be a pain. So that screw does not want to go in. I got plastic jammed up in the threads. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Maybe I'll do this one first since it's cranky. Pick that up. Push it into place. Get the other one. There we go. We're in. Woo! Okay, transmission is mounted, guys. Check it out. So you can see there, I just got those spacers in just to fill it out, get it nice and centered. Now, hopefully with any luck, the front drive line should reach. Hopefully. Still a lot of little adjustments to make to get things right where I think they need to be. And, ooh, gotta cut that out. More cutting. But it looks like it'll work. Always trimming and cutting. Alright, left trim there. Ow. Alright. Almost done trimming that out. I can put the front drive line in. That'll be pretty awesome. There we go. That trimmed out. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll work great. What hot spot it does. Just rotate that around. You see the flat spot. Almost there. Okay. Oop. Put that back. No, I'll have to sit that way. Clearance. Okay. Oh yeah, we're good. Not great, but good. That was a touch longer, it'd be nice. But I think we'll do the job. Let's see if there's a longer drive line I can get for that down the road. But yeah, drive line in place. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get something different there. Cool. Now the question is, do we single piece the rear or do a double drive? I don't know yet. That is the question. What do I have for mounts? Ooh, I don't have those. Okay. That's 3 mil. That's 4 mil. Some 2 millimeter universals. I don't think I have those. There. Those are 3mm actually. So I have stuff here for that. I'll be able to do something. So that goes there. Oh, yeah. Not so much. If I could do a solid, yeah, it would have to be a universal. All the way back. Yeah, we can get that pretty close. All right, guys. Well, no sense in keeping you guys on longer than you need to be. Keep this going longer than it needs to be. All right, we're there though. So yeah, we got transmission mounted. Rear axles are mounted. Waiting for one more 3D printed part to do the dualies. Gonna 3D print some parts for the front here, and I'll offset that properly. But give you guys a quick look on its first time on its wheels here. With the right spacers in the front and everything. Yeah, we'll have a remote control Bruder chassis. So we're right there. Some suspension in it still. Not a lot, but a little. It's a big giant truck, so they don't move a lot on the suspension anyway, usually. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to shut this off and probably keep working on it a little bit. Next time I see it, hopefully we'll have a all mounted up, wheels the right space. Still have to figure out a rear drive line. I'll have to order some stuff there, and possibly the front drive line too. It's not quite long enough for my liking. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.